Hey, Facebook peeps, this is my first live Facebook video, and I'm doing this video kind of in response to someone challenging my being chaplains for businesses and praying for small business owners. So, my name is Nek'ka Miguel, and I would love to pray with you and for you. And Chaplains for Business is a real business. And my best client would be a small business owner needing prayer agreement for their business strategy, upcoming events, or decisions that they need to make. So I wanted to give you, this is kind of like a video resume. I was trained in the healing rooms of Lompoc in 2001, and I trained in the Nazarene Church of Lompoc, learning about all different types of intercession as far as praying for the pastor. We had Sunday school prayer class. We also prayed for healing and saw people delivered and set free and healed of pain. We also prayed around the different points of the city and just asked God to bless the city and to also ask for forgiveness for different sins that were happening or had happened in the city. And then we also had corporate prayer from 8 to midnight on some Friday nights, and just inviting the community to come out to pray. And that was in 2002. And then in 2003, I studied with a couple of pastors learning about their denomination, and one was the Charismatic Episcopal Church. You can Google that, and just love that denomination. I also studied with the Lutheran pastor, learning about the Lutheran faith. And then in 2003, I was a worship leader in the Four Square Church and also the Nazarene Church. And I moved from there and studied with the Order of St. Luke the Physician, which is an ecumenical international group started by the Episcopal Church, but they train any denomination of how to lay hands on the sick and see them recover, and to go 2 by 2. So that training was done in 2007 to the beginning of 2008. And during that time, as well as being a worker with the Order of St. Luke, I helped schedule the prayer people to pray in the chapels after church services, and to make sure that people had extra opportunities to get prayer for any of their needs. While I was in the Anglican Church, I was under Father Josh Acton, who also started a ministry called Desert Call Ministries. You can Google Desert Call Ministries. It is still very active, and you can contact Josh Acton, Father Josh Acton, and ask him of my time with him as an intercessor. So while I spent time with Father Josh Acton, a married man, I might tell you, I was traveling with him as he did healing explosions and as he did healing services on Thursday night. And so that was a wonderful experience of working with a pastor and being able to hear from God together and so succinctly. And so after 2008, I was a convener of the Order of St. Luke, so I'm still part of the Order of St. Luke from 2008 to 2012, and which meant that I was not only teaching the healing classes, but I was in charge of the paperwork and all of that as far as membership to the Order of St. Luke. And there were people from different denominations, from charismatic Episcopal churches to Presbyterians to Methodists, any variety of churches were represented by the people who came through my class. Also, from 2010 to 2012, I prayed in the healing rooms, and most of the time I was an intercessor in the back room praying for all the different people who were praying for others who came in. From 2009 to 2015, I was a prayer intercessor at Calvary Chapel, Boise, and saw lots of results there as far as people actually coming up to me even a year later and saying, you know, you prayed for me and such happened, and I just thank you for your prayer. And to be honest, some of the faces I didn't remember because it was just a one-time prayer. But God is the one who answers the prayer. God is the one who brings people out of things that they're going through. And so speaking of going through, I also did women's one-on-one discipleship at Calvary Chapel, Boise from 2010 to 2015. And I saw women healed of different things in their lives, as well as being delivered from drugs, as well as being reunited with their spouse. And I would say all of these different things have built upon one another as far as helping me to be a prayer intercessor for your business, for your life. I'm currently training as a Stevens minister, and just getting a wealth of knowledge as to how to listen better and how to just be a comfort to others going through different crises. So one of the sectors that I am approaching right now is daycare owners. So you just have kids just running around acting a little bit crazy, and maybe some of the parents are giving you a hard time, or maybe you're just looking for, again, from the business side, business strategy for your business, or teachers with school-age children. And so I would love to be our intercessor, praying for you on a regular basis or a one-time shot. It doesn't matter to me. It's whatever you need. So while prayer is free, my time is valuable, and my gas does cost dollars to travel to you. And so I would love to hear from you, and feel free to Google paid corporate prayer intercessors. There is such a thing. Corporations have been paying intercessors to pray for the success of their business and our strategies or decisions or just chaos happening around their corporation to help things get smoothed out. And who's doing it? It's God who's doing it. It's not the prayer intercessor who's doing it. It is God who is doing the work. And I'm sure people have never thought about pastors being paid. Well, maybe you have, but they also have a heart for people, and they need to be able to support their families. And so while I have a heart for seeing people get to the next level, I also do consulting for single parents and helping them to get to their next level. And that's just something else I do, because I was a single parent for 16 years. And I guarantee you, I did not get this far without prayer, without fasting, and without depending upon God. So I hope to hear from you soon. My name is Nek'ka Miguel. In Christ's name, I hope you have a blessed day.